All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of Gar Capital. Glad to be with you this morning. It is 8:59 Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday, March 5th. What you have in front of you is our website. For any additional commentary, you have questions. Again, we also have answers. Click on Access Our Discord. And for those who are looking at possibly doing a free trial of our services, kind of trying to see what we're about, scroll all the way down to not sure where to start and get the free plan. That'll get you access to our Discord. Just want to always preface that because people really would like to know how to get involved. So let's go ahead and get back to the market. Let's see here. Get this started. All right. All right. We're taking a look at futures this morning. And if you have any questions, please type them here on the comments, or this is a live chat here on YouTube. Dow futures are down 133 points. NASDAQ down 0.74% this morning. S&P 500 futures 51.15. The Russell 2064 down 0.56%. I didn't do a morning note yesterday just for the fact that I did the weekly recap, and that's public on YouTube. And we didn't have anything really change other than what we've been talking about forever, over and over again, which is pretty much Bitcoin. And we talked about gold, we talked about oil and stuff like that. But again, nothing really changed from Sunday to Monday. So I just figure instead of being, repetitive on that end, we got a new day now. Futures are coming back a little bit. So, we got a couple of things to talk about. Dollar index is up 0.03%. The VIX is up 2.67%. Crude oil is down 1% this morning, 77.93. Gold futures, we played gold futures long based on the information that I gave out on Sunday for the weekly recap. Let's go and take a look at gold this morning. We played gold on future signals. We locked in about 200 ticks. I wanted a little more. We got to 2150. That's where we wicked at. I don't know if that's the exact level. Yep, that was pretty much target level. But we got out at 2120. Wait, it's 2120. Yeah, because we got in at 2100. So about 200 ticks. If we would have held a little longer, man, we would have been probably double that. But still a great breakout. Let's see if we pull back a little bit on gold. Again, the real big level here is 2152. Seems to be a very heavy supply level, possibly, where we're not going to get a lot of bidders there. So maybe we just get some chop action until 2100. If we retest, that's where I'll probably look at going long again. But for right now, until we break above 2152, I think it's just a wait and see approach on gold. We already took care of that move yesterday. So I'm not really getting too amped up to get into it again. Let's go to NASDAQ futures. We talked about here this channel here on the NASDAQ. Again, we talked about this on Sunday, taking a look at perfectly symmetrical that thing is. So what is the level that we're looking at? We don't have Powell today. He speaks tomorrow. But we do have an ISM Services PMI. We got a couple of names that are getting hit this morning. Apple and Tesla. I think we talked about that in terms of the weekend as well. If we're looking at NASDAQ 17,930, 17,900 or so, that's your 20-day moving average. That would just be a retest of this kind of break move. So if we can get back here, use this as support, I think that's a great place to buy the dip, as long as we stay above 17.7 or so on the NASDAQ. So let's go ahead and take a look at that in terms of Qs, because Josh is asking about it. We're trading at 440 this morning. So right around this level here. Again, nothing to be too excited of. If we start breaking below maybe 438 or so, you can take at 430 to 434. But there is a gap to fill here at 425.89. So that does loom here. That's something that I'll be keeping an eye on if we break below 434. Or you can wait and be a little more conservative, wait for 430 to break, and you can take a look at 426. But again, in the big picture, you're still stuck here. All we're doing is trading very, very small moves. It is still a bull market. It's just very hard to short. Good morning, Ryan. I don't know if he's saying good morning or check GM, so I'm going to say check GM. GM is actually on the verge of a breakout. It's very close, actually. 41.79, if that breaks, maybe wait for this level here around 43.59. But if we get above 41.80, I would take a look at 43 to 44 calls on GM. But GM does look nice, by the way. And good morning to you, Ryan. Let's take a look at a couple of names I'm watching this morning. Tesla. I put a note out on the blog regarding Tesla to short, but I decided to short Google instead. So I'm waiting for 182.03 to break. And if that does, all I want to do is get back to 175. So that'll be my target for a short. You could see just this trend line breakdown, been very choppy. We've traded Tesla pretty well lately. We kind of know what it is and the price action that we've kind of been accustomed to. So 175 being the next leg down. The problem is that this stock was down about 7% yesterday. It's kind of hard to short in the hole here. So 182.03, if that breaks, doesn't mean we're going to automatically get in. I'm going to keep an eye on the volume, see if 175 options for a couple more weeks down the line would be more prudent. But yeah, you're going to have to stay short here really until this green bubble. That's your support, about 164. And to me, that's going to be your buy zone right here, because all we're doing is staying within this kind of downward trend, downward channel. If you kind of scan it big picture, let me go ahead and remove this trend line here. Take a look at this. We'll just remove that. And you can see kind of this very clean trend line breakdown on Tesla, but yet we're still in this channel here. But right there, that's your money shot right there, 164. Now, again, you could wait for 146. That is a gap fill, but then that means that this channel breaks down, and that'll just be the beginning of the pain. Then you're talking about 100, but let's not go crazy. This is the number we want. We want 161 for anybody who wants to buy the dip on Tesla. Wait about 20 bucks or $28. That's what we're looking for. Looking to join the yearly, keep it on sale so I can put some stuff together. No worries, Ryan. Hey, listen, you take your time. We're here every day on the blog, giving you the information on YouTube as well. Well, except yesterday. But in that regard, listen, we're here to help. You take your time because we ain't going anywhere, partner. So we'll see you there. Target for a long entry on Apple. I was thinking mid 160s. Let's take a look at Apple. Another name that we shorted, we had a short with Masterclass as well. There was some really crazy volume on some really OTM puts. I think it was the 160s. If memory serves me right, I want to say they were for May. We caught those for about 40%. 173.88, that's been broken now. 170 really is that support, 169.87. So I'm going to place an alert there. And the reason I'm doing that is that if we do break down again, come on. Did I just kill my TOS? My TOS just quit unexpectedly. No, that's the worst. My apologies, guys. Let's see if we can do Koyfin for now, since TOS just died on me, literally. Well, that's technical issues there, team. So I'm going to go ahead and reset that here in a second. But we'll take a look at Koyfin. They have charts as well, and this is web-based. Let's take a look. I'm going to go to talk about like the worst timing. Let's see. X. Did I just put Apple again? All right, Apple. We'll do overview. All right. And this isn't going to be the best for price action, guys. But in terms of taking a look at the long-term approach, you know what? Let's do this. FinViz has a better chart that I can use than Koyfin. So we'll take a look at Apple. Sorry, guys. Sometimes things don't work out perfectly, but you got to adapt. We're going to open up this chart here. We're at 170 now. See this bottom end of this channel? Right around 160 or so. That lines up with April of 2023. Kind of a giant retest of that initial leg higher. But right here, you can see that FinViz is putting a line here, a trend line down. It's a breakdown completely. So again, get me below 169. We can start taking a look at the 165 to 160 puts again. But again, looks pretty ugly. Very kind of similar that where you just have a very wide range here, similar to Tesla, where it's just going to retest the bottom end of the range until something breaks. That's really it. No problem. Thank you. Yeah, that's what we're looking for, 160. If we kind of expand a little bit more, you can see this is a very small part of the major move in terms of Apple on the weekly. I mean, we're talking about getting back to levels not seen since what? April of last year. I mean, is that the worst thing in the world for this name? No. I think it just means that Nvidia is probably going to pass it in market cap if Nvidia continues its run. So, with Apple, that's what I'm watching as well. Obviously, I don't have TOS up. It just completely died on me. So I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to go ahead and restart it, get ready for the day. I will see you guys on the blog. My apologies again for TOS dying on me. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the next morning note, praying that it doesn't make a mistake again and reset on me. We'll see you then, guys. Cheers all.